With the rise of AI technology and social media, it's no wonder why most guys are lost in life, because there's a good way to use it and a bad way, but the evil is always tempting, so you always fall into that evil side of things. And looking at other people's lives in social media, it doesn't help, but luckily for you guys, I have some action steps to help you guys out with this. I was there at one point, I'm still kind of there, but I found the path and it's starting to lead me forward. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Alright guys, so step number one to not feeling lost and getting back on track is to realize why you feel lost in the first place. So a lot of guys I find feel lost because of social media and seeing other people living this crazy life, and they're stuck doing whatever, like it doesn't matter. Anything that you see online, that is like their 1% of their life. So you'll see them going on jet skis, a yacht or whatever. That's their 1% of their life. The other percent, I'm willing to bet that they're working and doing something boring as fuck. So when you see someone having this crazy lavish lifestyle online, just keep that in mind, that it's only their 1%. So they're not doing that all the time. The other 99% of the time, they're doing something totally mundane and boring that you would not want to do. So you have to realize that social media and technology, it's all meant to grab your attention. That's the business. The business of social media is to grab your attention. If it didn't grab your attention, then it wouldn't exist today, because it wouldn't be a business. And if there's not a business in something, it eventually falls apart and it's worthless. Another thing that masks perfection a lot lately, and considering that it's really improved in the last 5 years, is AI. You'll see things that are out of this world. And that's literally what it is. It's out of this world because it doesn't fucking exist, because a computer generates it. So when you see things that are too crazy to believe, a lot of the times it's just that. It's AI and you can't believe it. Fucking bullshit. But on the flip side of that, you can use AI to better your life and use it as a aid to create and fast track your progress in a certain work that you're doing. So what I'd recommend is, the best way to learn anything about AI is to use AI to learn AI. Just type in whatever you want to learn in ChatGPT, boom, there you go. That's all you need to know. I bought an audiobook to learn the shit. I used it for like a day, and then I think I undownloaded it from my phone because I needed the space. But the best way to learn that shit, or pretty much anything, is YouTube and AI and ChatGPT. Utilize those, use it for good, and don't let it rule you. Don't let the evil side of it take over. So once you guys are able to see reality for what it is and lift that veil that's over your eyes, that perception of your life isn't as bad as it seems, you're doing better than you think, because most people are just showing the best parts of their lives, then it gives you a chance to really breathe and have some gratitude and contentment in your life, And once you get to that point, I recommend every guy, in my opinion, has to go to the gym and be active. Now, why I think this is, pretty much every movie you see, the weak character always gets taken advantage of. It just is what it is. If someone sees weakness, it's just natural that someone's going to take advantage in some sort of way. It's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of my friends. It just is what it is. And, there's nice people that don't do that, but newsflash, a lot of people aren't nice that way. So safeguard yourself and get to the gym. Like, you don't even need to get to the gym and get massive. You just want to have some sort of muscle, some sort of strength, some sort of definition, physique. And it will make you very proud of yourself once you start to see progress in the gym. And it's just healthy for you. It's just a healthy thing to do. You'll live longer, you'll live a better life, and if someone tries to take advantage of you, then it's just that much harder for them to do that. Another thing I would do is read books. You pair the gym with reading books, you get some knowledge, and you can use that knowledge for good. And the more positive knowledge you get in your head, the better equipped you are to weeding out the bullshit in life. You'll see a lot of things that a lot of people think maybe that's how that is. You'll know for sure because you read the books and you have the knowledge and you know exactly what's going on. So pairing that, the physical with the gym, and then the mental with the books, that'll also strengthen after you lift that veil. It'll strengthen you and allow you to be equipped to get on the path that you're supposed to be on. And it just has to be that simple. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You get physically fit, you get mentally fit, and then that leads us on to the third thing. Once you do that, the real fun part begins. And this part, you need to safeguard yourself from distractions. Distractions, other people's opinions, and what they think you should do. Now, how you do this is you basically, anything that draws you in and fills you with just the slightest bit of excitement, anything that you think is interesting, no matter how big, how small on a scale, always pursue that. You'll realize if it's really, really hard to stay on schedule with something and keep consistency up, it could be a discipline thing, which the gym and reading helps with. That's why I recommended it in step 2. But if you really find that it's hard, and even with a lot of discipline, you can't keep that attention to it, it's usually a sign that that thing isn't for you. So at that point, you can move on to the next thing, but it's just a matter of trying a bunch of things that you find interesting, not letting other people's opinions say you're gonna try something and someone says, oh, you're only doing that because of this person. Just like I said in the video before, finding your authentic self, that starts in a way where you're inspired. That's okay. Now, it's up to you to shape yourself into that scenario after being inspired and make it your own thing. As long as you make it your own thing, you're not just doing it because of someone. You're being inspired. So don't listen when someone says that. Just take it on the shoulder. Be like, maybe that's true, but probably not. And then just keep going. Keep going with it. See where it goes, because the worst comes to worst. You don't like it, you stop doing that thing, and then you try something else. You just keep trying and trying and trying. If you have the mindset of this thing's not going to work, or is this my thing, blah blah blah, like anything else other than I'm going to try this thing, see where it goes. If it's for me, cool. If not, that's cool too. I'll try something else. That's the only mindset to have when you're trying to find the path and your thing in life. Your path, your mission, whatever you want to call it, your destiny. That's the only way. There's no written destiny. Let's rule this out. There's no written destiny for any one person. It's all choice. And you have the choice to try anything you want. As long as it doesn't hurt someone else, it's fair game. And also, do the hard tasks that you don't enjoy doing. Say you don't like running, for instance. If you don't like running, do running just because you don't like it. It's a hard thing you don't like. Do it anyways. That builds up discipline and a thick skin. And pretty much anything you don't like to do, unless it's like an unnecessary, super unnecessary thing, and it's just a time wasting thing, then you don't have to do that. But say you don't like doing the laundry. If you live at home still, or if you live by yourself, you're going to do your laundry. But if you live with someone and they normally do the laundry, then do the laundry because you hate it. Something like that. Basically, just take on tasks that you would normally think of as like, fuck, I'll do this later. I'll do this later. Do it now. Do it right when you don't like it. Yeah, I still have trouble with that. Everyone does. I struggle with it. I know the things that I don't like to do, and I put them off, and I regret it later because it's later in the day and I have to stay up till fucking 1 a.m. doing it. So it's just not a good place to be. Pro tip: do the uncomfortable things before you get that uncomfortable urge, if you can. In the first 5 seconds, if you know you don't like to do something, then do it right away before you can even think about the uncomfortable feeling of doing it. And then keep doing that over and over, and your brain's like a muscle. It's gonna rewire itself in the way that you do habits. So if you habitually do the hard thing first, keep doing it, it's going to be a lot easier every time. And that is the fundamental way of building discipline. You just do it even though you don't feel like it. That's what men have to do. That's what they've done since the beginning of time. They had to do shit. It doesn't matter what your fucking feelings are feeling. You have to do it regardless. So you basically have to have the mindset of, like, fuck my feelings. I feel like shit today. I'm still going to the gym. That's basically the only way to do it. Trust me, I've tried every way. I still think that there's another way sometimes, but I always fall back to, I just have to do it. There's no other way around it. No one's found it in the history of history since the beginning of time, so it's never gonna change. Maybe AI will somehow fix that, but it's not gonna be anytime soon. Yeah, so that's what I have for you guys to get unlost and get back on the path and find your way through life. So if you guys like this, subscribe. I put new videos out every week. I'm gonna try to do 2, at least 1 a week, but I've been doing 2 consistently. Click a thumbs up on the video if you liked it, and send a message. Look forward to hearing from you guys, and let's keep booming it. See you in the next one.